Hey, I'm Sheena Shuey. I'm a registered social worker and host of the 4Q podcast. I'm passionate about normalising, not pathologising life, and that's not easy. So each episode, I have amazing guests on to share the messy, beautiful ups and downs of life in 4 key questions with tips and tricks along the way. There are moments in life where you can embrace your story and understand that it's okay not to feel okay sometimes. So let's get into it. This is the 4Q podcast. So this episode, we are going to reflect on, in our first R, is the science behind why your vibe attracts your tribe. Now, I've said this numerous times on a psychological, spiritual, emotional level, but what is some of the science behind this? What do we actually know about this? So let's redefine this for a moment for our second R of the 4Q podcast. So let's redefine how your vibe would attract your tribe. So when you're a child, your nervous system, which is in charge of your stress responses and if you feel safe and how you relate with others and the world, it's in charge of a whole bunch of things, including gut health. It's linked to all the stress and mental health in that too. It learns patterns, and those patterns you tend to continue in adulthood because your brain and your central nervous system that's connected to your brain likes to mimic the same things that it's learned. Like, it does not like change. So if you have a stable environment, your central nervous system craves stability, calmness. If you've had a chaotic environment or an unpredictable environment, your central nervous system learns the ups and downs of that, the dopamine highs, the adrenaline highs, the lows, the serotonin lows. It mimics that. And so you get these highs and lows, and your central nervous system gets used to that. And so as you get older, it wants that again. It wants these crazy highs and crazy lows. And it takes healing to heal that central nervous system so you can get used to having calmness rather than the drama of unpredictability, of people who are there for you and they're not there for you, people who do things that are irrational, people who are very emotionally unpredictable, and then they make you feel unsafe, which spikes your adrenaline and all of that. So when we talk about your vibe and we talk about the tribe that you attract, if you don't heal your central nervous system into calmness, let's say you've come from chaos, you will keep attracting people who are also chaotic too, on an unconscious level, like without you even realizing it, because it feels familiar. Your brain is used to that. And so when you're around someone who's safe and calm and predictable, maybe you feel like, oh, I could do better, I want to run away. Maybe you feel like, is this person going to leave me? This is just too good to be true. All of that is completely normal, but it'll take time for your central nervous system to calm. And so this is why the therapeutic relationship is so therapeutic, because you have that stable base to heal from. That therapist will always be calm for you. Even if you're chaotic, even if you cry, if you're angry, if you're flaky, like you attend one session and you don't, they will always be there for you. That is the therapeuticness of the therapeutic relationship, is it heals your central nervous system. Okay, so how do we redesign our lives so that our central nervous system can heal if, let's say, you've had chaos or you have a loved one who's got a chaotic system? Well, again, it's about changing your tribe. It's actually about finding people who can be stable and calm and are on the same healing journey as you, in that they seek calmness. There's some people who crave adrenaline and crave drama, and you can feel it. You feel it when you're around them. And don't get me wrong, sometimes these people are the most fun to be around. But I think we've all been there, where you have that one friend who's super fun, but super drama filled too. And it's like you're taking the good with the bad, but it gets to a point where it just tips over and it starts to affect your everyday life. So in terms of healing your own central nervous system, it's recognizing, okay, where can I find a stable base? Is that my friends? Is that my family? Is that my partner? Is that the therapeutic relationship? Because often your family is where a lot of the chaos will come from. So it might be tricky to do that. But it's surrounding yourself with calmness, finding people who are calm, whether it's people in a yoga, place, whether it's people in a Pilates, whether it's people who are in our membership who are working on themselves and they're trying to create a calm and grounded life. Finding those calm people to rewire your central nervous system is so vital if you want to have a life that you love and that is predictable and healing. So I would say to you to find those people, and the secondly is to notice when you start to have those chaotic central nervous system reactions, which is the fight response or the flight response, which is, I just want to get out of here. This is too good to be true. I want to end it before they hurt me. Or maybe it's the opposite response of like, I can do better. This is just too boring for me, or this is too bland, like life is meant to be more exciting. Like noticing when those feelings come up, because that could be a sign that your central nervous system is healing, because you don't know how to be in a stable and calm, predictable relationship. So I would endeavor to do that. So how do you realign? How do you stay on track with this? Well, it's all of what I've said already. It's being in tune with your patterns and your inner self. And I do have to say, I think this is tricky on your own, but things that can heal your central nervous system into calmness that are free: Meditation's super powerful. Mindfulness, gratefulness. Those practices, as anyone who follows me on Instagram will see, they rewire your brain to positivity and calmness. So you get dopamine releases from activities that you do as opposed to chaotic people. Cold showers has also been really shown to help heal the nervous system. So again, you see a lot of trending things with Wim Hof around ice baths and breathing. It's super powerful and it's free. So think about those. There's also singing, dancing. I know it sounds crazy, but singing and dancing are part of actually our non-verbal parts of our brain. So music actually taps into non-verbal parts. Even if you just hum along and sing, I know that it has lyrics that seem like language, but it taps into lower regions of the brain, which are linked to the central nervous system and can heal. So I challenge you to do something crazy and just dance like nobody's watching. Like literally ask yourself, if my body was in charge of dancing right now, what would I move like? So chuck on a song and do it when no one's around so you do feel more comfortable, and just let your body move how it wants to move. Like don't think about how it would look or what it would feel like. Just let your body move how it wants and feel how good that feels. And that has shown to be a really healing way of calming the central nervous system. It sounds crazy, but I dare you to try it. Other things that calm the central nervous system is time in nature, again, free. There's so many chemicals in nature that have been shown to actually release things that calm our central nervous system. So spending time in nature is vital. Getting sunshine, and again, having good food, it releases calming chemicals like that heal in our central nervous system. So things like magnesium, when that's out of whack, your central nervous system doesn't have enough calm chemicals to calm you down. So seeing things like a naturopath can really help with healing the central nervous system too. So let's just have a quick recap of what we spoke about. When we grow up in chaos or unpredictability, our body and our brain through our central nervous system wants to mimic that as an adult. It wants chaos and unpredictability, and that's how we attract through our vibe, through our central nervous system, chaos and drama in people and in places. And until we heal our central nervous system, we're going to keep attracting those people. So how do we heal the central nervous system? Well, we need to surround ourselves with calm people. We need to notice when our fight, flight, freeze or fawn mechanisms kick in because we're uncomfortable in safety. When we find ourselves thinking, this person's too good to be true, or I could do better, or maybe I don't want to get hurt before, I'm just worried they're going to hurt me, so I'm going to run away first. Noticing when those things kick in and telling yourself, actually, I'm not going to give in to those thoughts or those feelings, and trying to be accepting of that predictable space. And then again, doing all those free things we talked about: cold water, dancing, singing, spending time in nature, meditation, mindfulness, gratefulness. Those are the free things. Things you might want to pay for are a naturopath because they know what foods are really great for the central nervous system in the gut. One-on-one sessions with a counsellor or psychologist, a social worker like myself to create that secure base of healing. And then also things like our membership, where you're surrounding yourself with other calm and non-dramatic people who you can actually go, hey, this is what healthy people who are working on themselves, this is what they look like and feel like. And these are the thoughts that they have, and it's normal. That is what the power of community can give you, is knowing that, hey, I'm not the only one going through this crazy thing. So I hope that you learned something from this and that you got some enlightenment from this episode about your central nervous system. It's a journey, man. It sure is. But you've got this, and I have 100% faith that you can heal, because I know personally I came from chaos and I'm healing every single day. The person I was 10, 12, 15 years ago is very different to the person I am today. And I've seen that in so many of the clients that I've worked with, that I 100,000 trillion% believe that you can do this too. All right, I will let you go, and I will see you next episode. Bye for now.